Hello, Paul is the best for UK here, and welcome to another video. This video is not related to retro gaming, but more my Sky and FREESAT style videos. So what I wanted was to restore the legacy compatibility of my Sky Q to back to former how it was. This is the normal way Sky does the Sky Q setup on a new customer. It will take two feeds from your dish into the Sky Q 4K box, and then any multi-room subscriptions, it will use the internet as indicated by the orange arrow to any of your Sky Q mini boxes. That's really good for both customer and Sky because it saves money on Sky's LNB, and it also saves you worrying about additional drilling in your property. So with the rising cost of living, I've decided that I didn't want this system anymore, because just in case Sky decided to up the prices quite a lot. So I decided I wanted legacy boxes to work in the living room, but also Sky Q to work upstairs. That won't be to everyone's situation, but that's what I wanted to do with this current setup. This was the standard LNB on my Sky dish. It has two inputs. Sky Q only needs two inputs, even though it can be a multi-room setup. Going back to my diagram that I drawn in Microsoft Paint, I hope you like it. The dish provides two inputs to the main Sky box in the living room or wherever you've got the Sky box. It will use the internet as indicated by the upwards arrow in my picture to send the information cleverly to any subsequent Sky mini boxes you have. Sky Q is quite clever like that. You can have your Sky mini multi-room boxes in any room of the house without having to worry about drilling or where they're positioned. That's really clever. It really works well. I haven't had hardly any problems with that, but that's not the point of what I'm trying to achieve here. But I thought I'll let you into that. Sky Q, the main box, will send a signal to any subsequent mini boxes you might have. So if Sky offer you a multi-room subscription, you will likely get a Sky mini box, and any other rooms you decide to have Sky in, you will also get additional mini boxes. That's the way the system works. But for me, I wanted to mash things up a bit. Okay, so I've moved the Sky Q main box upstairs, and I've got a hybrid LNB to what will feed the normal wideband Sky Q information into the upstairs box. Now the mini box, which has now dish required as indicated on the picture, has moved downstairs, but now we've got a second two feed to the living room that can now support legacy boxes. So if you want to have the best of all worlds, you could do it in this sort of setup. So I bought a hybrid LNB off Amazon from GeoSync Technologies. There it is installed on my satellite dish, and I wasn't brave enough to get up there to install it myself, so I got a local aerial company to install it for me. It's really easy to install if you're not scared of heights, but for me, I just wasn't prepared to go up the ladder, so I decided to get someone to do it for me. So obviously in my situation the wiring was already there because we had Sky HD prior. So what advantages does this bring exactly? I hear you cry. I mainly did it because just in case I decide in the future I want to cancel Sky Q multi-room. Now money's always tight for us, and Sky goes up all the time, and the cost of living, etc. Just in case we want to keep Sky Q, but at the same time keep our viewing in the living room. I can live without Sky channels, and we could go to the more legacy type FREESAT boxes. Now I do realise that you can use 4K FREESAT boxes, but they cost about over 200 quid. As you can see with this legacy boxes, tuner's quality is really good with this SKY LNB. So now the downstairs has the best of both FREESAT, legacy, and also SKY Q via mini. And just to prove how hybrid the LNB is, you can even use this old 1998 set-top box. Works just fine even in 2022 using this setup. And of course, Sky Q works just fine on the wideband part of the LNB. Thank you for watching. Have a pleasant evening.